Everybody, I'm going to try this again if you want to jump on. Oof. This is coming on tarot.com. If you're interested in having a reading on Friday night, welcome. I am pulling one card for free and pulling double cards for a donation of $10. If you're interested in having a reading, just let me know. And all you got to do is use that PayPal link down there to drop $10 in the kitty, and I will do a reading for you, pulling a couple cards. This is the weirdest thing. It doesn't seem like Periscope is behaving normally. Hey Queen, bye Queen. Hi, we Sarah. Welcome. How are you? Hi. Periscope seems to be acting really weird. Have you noticed that? Is it weird for you? Okay. Yeah, it seems to be, I don't know. It seems to be strange. I just got on myself. I got on a couple times because it was odd. While I was logging on, it just didn't, kind of wonky. It's like there was not even, hey Brad, not even a zero of like no one here. It just didn't show that there was like any bodies hanging out at all. It was really weird. Normally I would see like a big fat zero or a number one or something, and it wasn't. It was really strange. Thanks, Brad. I wasn't sure what to do about it. Now see, and it looks like you've like fallen in and out, Queen. There she goes again. See, Queen, and even you are like in and out. It's weird. I think something's up with Periscope today. It just seems to be. Anyway, for folks that might be dropping in, and I see some bodies dropping in probably on Twitter, hi, it's Friday night, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're here for the first time, hi. What this is an opportunity to get to know me as a tarot reader. My name's Seth, and if you want to find out more about me, hang out, watch what happens, and maybe get a free reading for yourself. I'll pull one card for you if you're interested. All you got to do is share and let me know that you've done that in case I'm looking down and I miss it. And if you'd like a longer reading, meaning pulling a couple cards, all you got to do is drop $10 in the kitty down there with the PayPal link, and I will do a longer reading for you for that $10. You can also find out more about me by clicking on that link and going to comingouttarot.com, clicking on the About page, and you can find out more about what I wrote about myself, which hopefully tells you a little bit more about me. There's also a blog post link in there about get to know your tarot reader questions, and I answered a bunch of those so that you can get an idea of what I think about tarot and how it works. That's kind of a cool way to get to know a tarot reader. You can also, if you're interested, go to sign up for my newsletter by using, there's a link down there next to the word passion. Click on that, throw in your name and your email, and you'll get a link to a free download for how to find your passion. It's something I worked on. There's some steps in there that I took to find mine, and I'd love to share it with you. And I'm getting ready to start to tell, hey Oregon, to tell more people about this passion journey we've been on and what I'm going to do next, because I'm going to be starting some sort of group somehow. I'm getting ready to build that out and add some more lessons and give you ways to have access to me online that would be different than just hanging out on Periscope. So I'm working on building that right now, and I'm getting kind of excited about that. I've got a lot of work to do on it this weekend. A lot. So that I can figure out how to make it work the way I want to make it work. So that's all going on. Who's number keeps shifting itself. So, Oregon, how are you? I know, but I can't, like, if I sit on it, I'm too far away. I can't see. Yes, it's on like a windowsill. You know, if I go sit over there, I can't. I need to see what you're saying to me. Hi, Queen. Status. Just realized it might have sounded like I was talking to Queen Awakened, and I tend to call her Queen. Got too many queens in the same room. Do you have too many queens in the same room? Another, yep. Thanks, Ryan. So Ryan, I've seen you here before. Have you been here to get a reading before, or you just hang out and kind of listen to what happens with other people? Hi, Mermaid Vibe, on your first day of Periscope. Welcome. Nope, you just watch. Okay, well, I hope it's entertaining for you. Thanks for being here. Hey, Tim's. Hi. How is everybody? Good. Lots of interesting changes going on at work. This has been an interesting week. So much so that right back here, I've got one of those kinks, and it's finally starting to work itself out. Sunshine today. We had some too. Well, sort of. Anyway, it was 60 here, which was weird. Hi, Mermaid. I think that's a person waving. Hi. Nah, I don't need one. It's almost gone. I was sitting talking to somebody yesterday in my chair, and it just went. But it's starting to work itself out finally. I just needed to every once in a while I just need to stretch it, and it's almost better. Welcome, folks. For those of you that have just joined, welcome. Hi, how are you? Yeah, it's almost time for me to get another one of those. I need to do it more on a regular interval. So if you're just joining, yeah, well, I sort of went that direction. I went for some rye whiskey instead, which is more of my go-to than the glass of wine. If you're just joining, welcome. I like to jump on Friday evenings to give folks an idea of what it's like to get a reading with me. If you're interested, all you got to do is share the scope and let me know that you've shared it, and I'll put your name on a list so that you get the opportunity to have a one-card free pull based on whatever question you like. Why aren't you allowed to drink whiskey? Because it doesn't mix with other things, Brad. That's why. Hey, Lucid. And if you're actually interested in having, it doesn't mix with Brad. Hey, thanks, Queen. If you're interested, status. If you're interested in having a longer reading, I saw Oregon. Thank you. Who's that? Lucid? Yeah, Lucid. If you're interested in having a longer reading, then all you got to do is drop $10 in the kitty down there with the PayPal link, and I will do a longer reading for you. I'll pull a couple cards, and we'll delve a little bit more into your question. One card can answer a lot of detail, so jumping on and getting one card for your reading can give you, sometimes it'll give you a one-word answer, and sometimes it'll give you a paragraph worth of stuff. It all depends. So, let's get this party started. The first person I saw share was Oregon. Hey Ryan, thanks for inviting some folks. So Oregon, what's your question? Thanks, Tims. Hi, JP. Did we lose Oregon? Oh, there it is. My son lost his job. Is there one opening up for him soon? So is he looking for one right now? I mean, he lost it, but is he looking? Hey, Josiah. Because you've been here before, Oregon. The way that I approach readings in New York, great. I know, I took them all off so I could wash them. The way that I like to approach readings, Oregon, is that I am a reader that likes to give you actionable advice. I like to figure out how to help you get from point A to point B. So I don't live in that predictive space. Sometimes predictions come up during the course of the reading, but it's not something that is often a way that I focus. So what I could help you with, instead of living in the space of hoping he gets a job and kind of hoping that a card will tell you if it happens, is we could look at what steps he could take to actually move in the direction of finding a job today. Great. So this will be, this probably won't be a lot of great information because I'm actually doing a reading for you about him. So just so you know, it's not going to be 100% what you're looking for, I think. We'll see what comes up. I'll do my best for you though, because usually readings are best when they're for the person who's asking the question. Great. Okay. Yeah, that's all never been my thing. Now, if I could have like a tree behind me or be outside or something, I would like. All right, Oregon or Ort. The card I drew for the action that your son can take in order to move his job search forward is the Ace of Cups. For me, what that really is he needs to look at his job search in a new way, start working towards what he loves to do instead of what he's forced to do or wants to do. That can actually start to move him forward in finding his next job in a way that he'll be more fulfilled rather than sitting in a job that he's uncomfortable in and ends up getting moved out. So the next step for him is to do some soul searching and start to be really focused on what it is that he's passionate about doing. He's already doing that? Great. Then you got a confirmation he's on the right path. I would tell him to keep doing that. All right, I hope that the confirmation was helpful for you. So, Queen, you're welcome. Queen Status, I think was your handle. Are you still there? Yes. All right. What's your? I'm assuming you wanted the one card free because you shared. I didn't. If you wanted to do a couple other cards, you're welcome to drop $10 in the kitty and I'll pull 2 cards for you and give you more in depth into your question, or we'll just stick with the one question. the one card, one free card for your question. And go ahead and ask away. Hi, Lolita. How can I improve my personal business? All right. Okay, for more prosperity. Hey, feel good? There is good, Shalom. Good, thanks. Okay, Queen. The card I drew for you is, hey, Detroit. The card I drew for you is the Eight of Swords. What's especially interesting to me about this card is actually the three swords that are pure. There's four on the right-hand side, but three of them are extremely important to me. So what it's, hey Jessica, what it's throwing out to me is that you've got some hard choices to make in order for this business to move into a realm of more prosperity for you, including possibly ending some relationships that you have today that might be holding you back from being successful in the business that you'd like to be successful in. I would also suggest that that's going to take a pretty cutthroat action for you. And in order to move forward and move towards your next step or whatever that prosperity means to you, in order to reach that point of prosperity and what that means to you, you've got some hard choices to make. I think about people in order to move forward. So that's your one card. I hope that's helpful for you, and I hope it makes a little bit of sense. That one surprised me. I didn't expect that to stand out like that. Hey, Oneater. Okay, Queen, if you would, then just go ahead and use the link down there for the PayPal me, and when I see it come through, I'll bounce you up to the top of the line. Bradimus. Do you have a nickname, Brad? Hi, Melinda. I know, right? It's right down there. Go over there. It's really easy. Welcome. How are you? So the next person on my list is Lucid. Lucid, are you still here? Hi, yes. Okay, great. Go ahead and let me know what your question is. And while you're typing that out, for the folks that are new or just joining, welcome. Hi, how are you? If you're interested in getting a reading, I'm pulling one card for folks for free. One card for folks for free, and you're welcome to that. All you got to do is retweet or share. And if you are interested in a longer reading, like Queen Status said, then all you got to do is use the $10 donation down there with PayPal. Queen, was that you? Okay, great. Hang on one sec. I'm going to finish up Lucid's question, and then I'll bump you right up to the top. Thank you, everybody. All right, Lucid, you said, I just want to make sure I heard your question because a bunch of stuff happened at the same time. So please let me know if I heard this right. You want to know what your next step is in making your business successful? You guys are awesome. Thanks. Financially. Okay. So we're pulling one card for you. Huh. You're not gonna believe this, Lucid. Same card I pulled a little earlier for Oregon. This is the Ace of Cups. In order to move your business together financially, your message is a little bit different. You need to get deeper into the soul-centered piece of your business. So the work for you to do is to figure out what it is that is like deep in you, what you really need to get out about your business, and allow that to be a part of the work that you do. So in order for it to be financially successful, people need to see you, the soul of you, who you are, and that needs to be a part of your business. I hope that's helpful. Little corner of this is getting soft, this little Ace of Cups. All right, Queen status. Awesome. Gotta start scoping. So, oh, I'm gonna take my drink. Is Queen status still here? And Queen Awakened, what did you want to ask? Hi, Vanessa. I've got, after I connect with Queen status, I've got two other people in line, Ryan and Tim's. Hi, Vanessa. And while I'm waiting for Queen status to let me know if she's still here or type her question, if you're new here, welcome. Hang out for a bit. You're welcome to a free reading with one card. All you got to do is share. Vanessa, and I'll add you to the list. I've currently got Queen status that I'm. Please do Wonder. Don't think about it. Go down there and do it. Right? There you go. Okay, same question, more in depth. Great, the Vanessa, just use the link down there for PayPal. If you drop $10 in there, I'll pull a couple cards for you. You can be right after Queen. I'll bump you up to the top of the list. Okay, Queen. What relationship? So you're concerned about the relationship that needs to be cut out in order for you to find more prosperity in your business, right? And you want to know more about what that relationship is? Okay. Let's see. Okay, Queen. I drew 2 cards for you. Thanks, Vanessa. Drew 2 cards for you. The first card I drew is what this person. Thanks. Hang on. Is what this person is saying. And then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what they're thinking. So what I'm hoping in sharing with you what I believe that they're saying, you're going to recognize who this person is. The card that I drew for what they're saying is Radha. Hey, Timmy. I think this person is extremely vocal about how they appear to others, about how they appear as a part of this business. I think that they are focused on their hey chakra. What's important on this card is there's this little spit curl. Great, hang out and watch. There's this little spit curl that she's like super specific about. And that is, I can't stop staring at that. And it's also right next to her ear. So I think she's extremely nosy, like super, super nosy, but she's also super aware of her appearance. And not just physical, I mean how she appears to other people. So she's listening all the time. Hang on, Timmy, and I'll tell you how that can work. She's listening all the time. In order to know what other people want from her, or that she needs to change about herself so that she can appear to be better than, greater than, and she verbalizes that. So she will change how she speaks to people or about other people in order to appear how she needs to appear at the time, in order to look like she is the best person to talk to. The other thing that is important here is actually there's a cuff. Yeah, I do keep saying she, don't I? I usually don't find gender in here. It's usually more of an attitude, but I do keep saying she. So let's pay attention to what my body's doing. I'm saying she a lot. So it's quite possible that it's a female, but it's also entirely possible because gender tends to not stand out to me. It doesn't always stand out. It's entirely possible it could be someone who has a feminine energy to them rather than someone that is a female. But I just find myself keep saying she. So this cuff is super important, which tells me that it's just another appearance thing, just like this spit curl. She puts on faces and does everything she says you can't trust. So this is someone who, well, I wouldn't say she's lying because she believes what she's saying wholeheartedly. She speaks untruths that she has convinced herself is true in order to feel more important than she actually is. She's just very immature of her. She's very youthful in her experience or how she carries herself. So that's how she is speaking. So I hope that sounds like someone you know that is in some way related to your business. Now let's talk about the thinking part. So that's what so why is she doing all of this? Why is this happening? I think she likes to think of herself as this extremely spiritual person, as someone who understands things greater than her in a way that no one else does. I think that she is, hey Julie, I think that she's a pillar for you, and she thinks she's a pillar for you. Like, she knows that, you know what, I've been there and I've done that, and everybody needs to know that that's who I am. And you especially, how are you? You especially, Queen, she thinks that you believe in her as a rock and a solid person, like the person she can go back to that you can go back to in order to feel like you can get your questions answered, but she really likes feeling like that. She likes, no, I don't. Hey, Ryan. I haven't heard one, and if I was going to, usually that pops in really quick. I do, yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard one. I do think this is someone that might be visually a very sexual person. And when I say sexual person, I mean it's like they're comfortable in their body. They like to look sexy. They may come off as a sexy vibe, like a lot of we talk about Taurians, and Taurians tend to come off as sexy people. I'm a Taurian. Anyway, the vibe she puts off is kind of like this steaminess. And I really think all of the emotion that she tends to portray or show or make you think she's feeling is just that. She's making you think she's feeling that. She honestly isn't. So if there is an emotional response to something, it's catered, it's curated, it is specific, it's on purpose. I don't feel like this person is extremely frustrating or irritating. I think they're just doing their own thing, and it's the way they interact with the world, and I don't think it's helpful for you. I don't think it's healthy for you. I don't think it's extremely. I think it's all fake, and in the way that you come across to me here, that isn't a way for you to do your business. And it doesn't feel right. Yeah, you know what? I've always liked this Rada card. I've always liked this. It's always been this kind of beautiful, pretty card, and today it's like I don't even want to look at her, because I don't like fake people like that. Those kind of people drive me nuts. She thinks she's extremely close to you. Yeah. She thinks she's extremely close to you. And I don't know why she would, but she believes that she is. So this is someone who thinks she's extremely close to you. She puts on airs. She's calculated. She's not, what's this rainbow for? God, you can't trust what she says, because she's saying whatever she needs to say in the moment. Hey, Cosmic. You might need to live with it for a minute if no one's standing out to you other than this person, Nina. If no one's standing out to you, you might need to sit with it for a minute and think about the people you know or interact with, and see if somebody stands out that would give you a little more recognition. This is weird. There's something to do with a 9. The card that I pulled for What's She Thinking, by the way, is the 6 of Cups. But as I keep looking at this card, the 6 keeps getting turned upside down. So I feel like, and it's in line with how she's presenting herself, like she's one thing, but she's really another. So there's something to do with a 9. Hey, Missy, related to her, because this number for some reason is really important. And 9s are usually, like for me, they're usually mastery or something. But this is, sure, Cosmic, hang on, I'll let you know how you can get one in a sec. This is really something to do with her being fake instead of Yeah, she's that's what it is. The 6 and the 9, one, it's about being fake, but it's also about, it's keeping you from achievement and your own mastery, because that you can't move on, you can't achieve and be a master at the same time, because it's kind of fucked up. And she's keeping you in that space. I wish a name came into my head. It didn't, so I'm sorry I can't help you there. But there you go. So I hope that you remember some of what we chatted about. This will be up for 24 hours at least, if you need to come back and refresh and take some notes as you kind of go through your day, and see if this stands out as somebody. Because a lot of times when people ask me about other people and they're not quite sure who the person is, I have this same experience where I give you some insight, you don't know who I'm talking about, and then like 2 days later, I'll hear back and be like, oh my God, I totally know who you were talking about. So hang on to it for a minute. If you didn't take any notes, come back and watch it again, take some notes, and just kind of live with it for a minute, and I'll bet it dawns on you. So thanks, Queen. Vanessa, are you still here, first of all? Great. You're welcome. Thanks for asking your question, Queen. I'm about to ask you for your question, Vanessa, but before you do, just in case so I don't miss it, for the folks that just joined, welcome on Friday night. Thank you for being here. For the folks who haven't had a tarot reading before or don't know what it is, thanks for watching. If you're curious about having your own, you can get one for free. Yes, I'm going to ask you for a question. And we'll get to if you can't think of one in a second, but I'm going to ask you one. So if you want one for free, just to try it out and see what it's like to have a reading with me, because getting a free reading with me is not the same as getting a free reading with someone else. So you're getting the experience of having a reading with me. I'll pull one card for you for free, and all you got to do is share the Periscope and let me know you shared in case I'm looking down. If you're interested in having a reading with 2 cards like Vanessa's about to get, all you got to do is use the link down there that Brad's talking about. Click on the PayPal link, drop $10 in the kitty, let me know, and I will do a 2-card reading for you, and I'll bump you up to the top of the line. So that means that after Vanessa, unless someone does a donation, thanks Brad, that Ryan, Tim's, and Jules are next. Or Julie, sorry, not Jules, Julie. So, Vanessa, what's your question? Oops. It's the most detailed question I've ever seen. Will things get better? Did I miss something in between there? And for those of you that are also new, you can find out more about me and what kind of reader I am by using the Coming Out Tarot link down there. Just will things get better? Okay, that's so the question's pretty wide open. Do you want them to get better in a specific area of your life? Are you worried about like relationships or work? Are you worried about a very specific thing that you're hoping will get better? Family and relationship? Okay. So we're looking to improve the relationship that you have with your family and with this romantic relationship, right? Okay. Hey, Queen. Hey, Timmy and Laura. Okay, Vanessa, the card that I pulled for you related to your family, and hey Giggles, and an action that you can take in order to improve the relationship with them is the Five of Cups. For me, this card is really about the. I think you've been having a lot of challenging, what feels like fights with them, but it's more of a fight in order to find the best way to accomplish probably your next step. So usually that translates to me in parents and a child feeling like the chosen career or the chosen college path, whatever it might be, is not aligned. So, but everybody wants the best thing. So it's that kind of argument, that kind of fight that you guys are challenged right now, where your path doesn't align with their vision, and that is causing a lot of tension. At least that's what is standing out to me. The action that you can take in order to move on for that, or be successful in moving on from that, is divorcing yourself emotionally from the problem. So it's really, really hard with family. I totally get that. I've been in this space. But if you can find a way to pull yourself back from being emotionally invested in the conversation about who's right and who's wrong, and just think about the facts for a minute, I think what you might find is that conflict becomes healthy instead of unhealthy. I think what you'll start to discover is that it may be a little bit cloudy at first, like things may not feel 100% right when you start to pull that emotionalness back and divorce yourself from that emotional stuff. But what it will do is provide you the clarity to eventually, it's going to take a minute, it's going to provide you the clarity to start hearing the effort that you're all making on your behalf, instead of feeling like it's a personal attack. So that's the first part around family. Now let's take a look at your relationship and how you can better the relationship. Often in a relationship, there's a lot of challenges around communication. That is not different in the answer that you're getting here, but there's more to it than that. So the action that you can take is the Daughter of Stones. This is White Buffalo Woman. So your communication your communication style needs to shift. I think that you've been holding back in the relationship, in communicating effectively. I think you're kind of hoping that your chosen partner is going to just kind of know what it is that you're thinking, and that's not the way the world works. What I think you might find success in is, rather than hoping that the message gets out and that no matter what you feel this person should know, if you start to live in your own sense of personal power and know that I am strong, I am confident, I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, I know why I'm here, and I'm gonna move on this path, and you're coming with me or you're not. When you can live in that place of like Shaka Khan-ness, then you're going to start to have communication that will move this relationship forward in a way that is more successful. But you need to find that inner strength. Why are you there? Why are you in this relationship? Why is it important to you? You're very secluded right now, instead of like throwing off just all that weight and being you. And if you can find a way to be in that space, I think you'll be more successful in this relationship. Everything about this card is like you're pulled back, you're protected, you're shut off, instead of being like, rah! it's me, and I'm everything I'm meant to be, and I need to tell you this, and this is where who I need to be. Awesome. So I hope that was helpful. I hope that you can start taking that action, find a way to take that action, find a way to find that power in you and move forward. Find a way to divorce that emotional intensity during conversations with your family, and hear the effort to move you forward from both sides, you and them, in order for that relationship to be more successful. I think both those things will help you along the way. So thank you for your question, and thanks for the donation in the kitty bucket too. I appreciate that. Now, Queen Awakened. So Queen made a donation, so she's going to jump to the front of the line, which means that Ryan, you're still hanging out. Hey, Miss Nanny Bean. So Queen, I saw your donation come through. What's your question? Queen Awakened. I guess I should be specific, because I've had a couple queens in here. Welcome back, Brad. Queen, I hope this isn't about a hot yoga class. Uh-huh. Wasn't it a hot yoga class you had asked me about before? How can I be a better partner? Okay, good question. I can't believe I remember that. It's weird what you remember, you know? Oh yeah? Hang on. I think what I'm picking up on right now is, instead of what you need to do, I think I'm picking up on what you are doing. So hang on a second. Because that didn't look right. Okay, Queen. I pulled two cards for you. One that is representative of what you know you need to do, and one that's representative of that you feel you need to do. Hey, Manjape. And more like feel, more like a gut, like I gotta do this thing. So in order to be a better partner, what you know you need to do, or what you should be thinking about, is the Seven of Stones. This is an odd experience for me, because this card reminds me of a Muppet. Not usually. Right now it looks like a Muppet, but it's like yes, yeah, it would be equivalent of. Right? And so here's what Muppets mean to me, because I've never seen this look like a Muppet before. It also looks like a weird little alien thing is going on top, and I need to figure out what that is. Really? Well, this is not going to be an interpretation you've probably heard before. The Muppet doesn't have any eyes, so it's like you always know what you need to say, and you say all the things you need to say instead of saying the things you should say. Especially when I get up into the sevens, there's usually some sort of juxtaposition or conflict for me where things just are harder than they should be. So it's like your brain shuts off what you need to say instead of saying what you should be saying. And that is something that can help you be a better partner, is to stop letting your brain shut off what it is that you need to actually say. So it's like censoring yourself. You know, you don't need to be censoring yourself and having other people's words come through you. You can say what you need to say, because you have a very you have a very strong voice, right? You come across with a personality that not everyone is blessed enough to handle, and that's their problem, not yours. I am energized by what I hear from you and how I hear you speak, and I think that you find ways to cut that off up here, and that doesn't allow you to bring your full self to the relationship. In addition, I don't know what this little alien dude is about, but he won't like turn his head and look at me, but he's this little alien dude who's on top of your Muppet, but somebody's, oh, you're holding on to him. You're keeping this little alien dude around in your head. What the fuck does that mean? This is like one of Brad's drawings. Brad's gone. I don't know where he went, but this is like one of Brad's drawings. It looks like this little alien dude. And there's his hand reaching up and holding on to him. And he's just kind of gently holding, and it's your hand. Like, this is your hand in your head, and this little alien is holding onto your hand. But you're keeping this little alien from being in this uncomfortable space of the unknown by hanging on to him. So for me, that's, you're hanging on to something you need to let go of, and maybe it's just all of that crap that other people fill in you that tell you need to do a certain thing or be a certain way. It's time to let all of that go and stop thinking about what you need to say and just say what you have to. So step one of how you, like, what you think and how that can help move you forward into being a better partner. Awesome. Step two. So this is like your gut, what you're feeling, and how you can be a better partner about what your instincts are, which I think these two things are very interrelated for you. The card that I drew for your gut is to go with it and trust it, because it's right. You know, when you draw it, I don't know how else to draw that out for you. Let me just look at it for a minute. There's like this, okay. And on top of that, chill the fuck out. I don't know why I've got so many expletives in my scope today, but there is this big, and there's no way I can show you this because it just looks like it to me, and I've never seen this before, but it looks like this is coming out of this cup. So that's the, you need to chill the fuck out, right? I know it's not hang loose and it's a little devilish and like hook 'em horns kind of thing, but when I see it, what I think of is that when people are in that hook 'em horns kind of state, they are usually altered, but they are also like, they're having a good time. They're themselves. They are invested in what's going on around them. And that's part of what our guts tell us, especially in being in a relationship and being a great partner. It is investing in that partner. It's having a good time with that partner. And it's knowing that you can be the person you're meant to be, your true self, with them, and trusting your gut that's okay. So those two things, trust your gut. You know when you're in the right place and who you're supposed to be with and how it's supposed to work. And let all that other bullshit go that people have pounded into your head, and stop saying what you think you need to say and allow yourself to be you. And these two things are very interconnected. Let that happen. Let that full force of who you are come out. Maybe all the expletives are coming out because of you. Yeah, see, there it is, right there. Right there. I'm... It's because I'm doing this reading for you. We needed some expletives. Queen, this is something I think I would add to this, like just to wrap it up. I would add to this, this is something you need to start working on, right? You need to actually you need to actually take some action towards this. Whatever you think is the most appropriate, however you deal with connecting mind and instinct is the next thing for you to do in order to move this forward. Whether that's yoga, whether it's meditation, your mind and your instinct need to start connecting. Chakral things too, if that's a way that you do that, because that's basically how I thought of this. When I pulled these two cards, if that's something that is important to you, you can utilize chakras as well. So think of, and I don't know what they're called, but it's the one that's basically like in your gut right above your groin and your head. I'd have to look them up. I just kind of know where they are, and those energies speak to me, and the names never did. So that's what I paid attention to. Okay. So, Ryan, are you still here? You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see if my language changes. All right, Ryan, thanks for hanging out. What kind of question do you have? Should I sell my house and move cities? That's a great question. Why would you want to do that? Do you have another job opportunity somewhere, or what would be the point in selling your house and moving cities? Change of life in general, new job, lifestyle. Do you, thank you, Queen. I see that tweet out there. So new job, lifestyle. Are you looking for a new job? Are you looking for a new lifestyle? Or is that something that's already on the horizon for you and you're thinking, well, I should probably sell my house? We're going to narrow you down into a better question, Ryan. Is that something you're hoping for? Is all that stuff to happen if you sell your house and move cities? Okay. Great, then since I'm pulling one card for you, why don't we just take a look at what the outcome might be if you did sell your house, move cities, and find a new job. How about that? Okay. Okay, so Ryan, the card I pulled for you is the Two of Wands. When I looked at this, it actually looks like there's this kind of like hovel in the background. So to me, the outcome of you moving to a new city, leaving the house that you have now, you end up in this smaller, more confined space. It doesn't. None of this feels like home to me. It feels like movement. Like you made a choice when you moved, and it was. You know, you had a couple choices, but they weren't the right ones. They weren't the ones that you were like, yeah, that's the one I want. It was, well, I'm here now, and I have to make a choice, and I'm gonna go here. So I think that if you chose to move now, and you went to a new city and had to line up a new job, whatnot, wherever it is that you're thinking about right now, because I have no idea where you're thinking about going, doesn't feel like you end up in a spot that you actually love or care about, and it just doesn't feel right. So I think the outcome of you going to another city right now is you having to make a choice about where you want to live. The choices are not that great. You end up in a place that you don't really care about. And I think there's a fire drill. I don't know what that means, but there's like this little fire thing that's standing out to me. I don't like the place. It seems kind of run down. All right. Awesome. Good, because I'm looking at it going, I don't know what the hell that means. So I'm glad it made sense to you. Tim's, are you still there? Thanks, Ryan. I'm gonna have to go eat soon. I'm here a little later than I normally am. It's almost 8 o'clock, guys. Tim's, are you there? Okay, I'm gonna drop Tim's off the list. Julie, are you still there? I'm in Illinois. Okay, so I think looks like Julie Fariki may have moved on. Cosmic Girl. Hi, what do you, I just happened, I said your name because I saw you say me and I didn't see you here before other than probably saying hi. I didn't have you on my list. Are you interested in having a free one card, or you're interested in me pulling a couple cards and you just got to drop $10 down there in the PayPal me link? Okay. What about love? Looking for it? Dating? Single? Married? Sex? What's your love question? About the current situation, and what is that? Are you single? Are you married? Are you partnered? Are you dating? What's your current situation? Okay, so you're in multiple relationships. You're dating multiple people. You're dating one person. Okay. A guy. And what is it that you're trying to accomplish? Are you having challenges with the relationship? Are you trying to improve the communication? Do you want to get rid of the guy? Yes, I'm having challenges and I want to improve the communication. Are we in the right place? I don't know if we landed in the same place or not. Is that the right place, Cosmic? You want to improve the communication? I have some troubles with the relationship and I need an advice. Okay. Which trouble would you like some advice on? I don't know if I really love him. Okay. What makes you say that? So, would it be helpful for you if we had a card pulled to answer what action you could take to bring the passion back? If you'd like to ask that question, I think you already have your answer. Hey, dude. Let's pull a card and see what the outcome is if you decide to stay with him. Oh, okay. Let's ask, what should I do to be happy in love? Okay. All right, Cosmic. This is a card I drew recently for Awakened Queen, but for you it's going to be very different. This is the Seven of Stones. The thing that's going to help you be better in love is actually to mature in it. I think that you're very youthful in your experience of love, and I think that as you continue to experience it and live through it and grow into it, you are going to find that you are better at it. There's actually this whole little side here of this card that looks like it's got a ton of wrinkles, and that's what's that's what's standing out to me. So your success in love is directly tied to the amount of experience you have in it. And right now, I think you could do for some more in order to find more success. So I hope that's helpful for you. It's not a great answer because you need to find love to experience it. But I don't think you have that at the moment. So best of luck. I hope that that's helpful in moving you forward. All right, everybody. I can be open for 2 more of these, and then I need to go get something to eat. So if anybody's interested in a 1 card, just let me know. And if you're interested in a $10 reading, then you're welcome. Then I will do the $10 after you drop some money in the kitty down there with the PayPal link. It's Michi, Miki, Mikey. It's... All right, what's your question? Sing. That's not a question, that's a statement. Welcome. What's your question about love? Were you here when in just a minute ago? I just interrogated poor Cosmic Girl to get to a good question about her relationship. What is it that you'd like to know about love? Are you dating? Are you in a relationship? Are you looking for a relationship? Are you just fucking around right now? Literally. Or are you single? Or are you trying to get out of a relationship? What would you like to know about love? You're looking for one. You're looking for a relationship. Okay. So I'll pull a card for you about an action you can take in order to find a relationship. No, you're interested in a certain guy. Okay. So you're interested in this guy you'd like a relationship with. What's your question? Well, let's see what you can do in order to make a future with him. I don't do well at letting people assume cards are going to predict their future because I think your fate lies in your hands. So let's see what kind of action you can take in order to create a future with him. I mean, why put all that power into a deck of cards when you can empower yourself? Okay, I make that face because I don't like the answer I'm going to tell you. And this has actually never come up with this card before, but it's just the way it looks to me. I think you got to put up a lot of money for this dude to like you, and that's a shitty relationship. So, in order for this guy to like you, you have to start like paying for stuff. Actually, just like basically paying for stuff. He's not going to pay for anything. So I don't like this guy. Like, you got to keep putting out money, and you're doing it in order to feel like, right? In order to feel like you're getting his attention. And sure, you're like, sure, I'll pay for it this time, and then sure, I'll pay for it this time, and instead of there being an equal partnership, you're constantly putting out money, and that's not fair, or a relationship at all. So I would say stay away from that. You don't want to be anywhere near that. So your action is to not put any money out in order to get this dude. If he's worth it, you don't have to do that. You can put out, you can pay for something if you want, but do it in a partnership. You don't have to be taken advantage of, is what I should really say. That would be ridiculous. And I think that's what's going to happen here, because when I look at this card, these stones, they just keep going up, straight up and out, and it's your money like being put up and out, and that's not cool, because it's just you constantly putting out money. It sucks. I mean, what a jerk and a user. So I would say stay away from that. All right, friends, this has been super fun. I need to go eat because I haven't had my dinner yet, and it's 8 o'clock at night. Thank you for being here. If you want to find out more about me, go hang out at comingouttarot.com. Check out the About page. You can also find out how to explore your passion by going and clicking on the Find My Passion link. You'll get a free download to find out more about how to find your passions. And you can, when you're on my newsletter list, you'll hear more about how to move forward with finding your passion and some new and exciting things I'm going to be doing soon that I'm working on this weekend. So thanks for being here. Thanks for looking out, Brad. No hemorrhoids. I'm feeling pretty good. And I'm going to go get some dinner. So good night, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you. Have a good weekend, too, if I don't see you.